Hey, my pretty handsome loners, how you doing today? I want to talk about being a chosen one. Now, I know when people talk about topics like this, it can get a little woo-woo, witchy, or spiritual. I'm not doing that. I'm expressing what I feel like a chosen one is from my point of view and how it was like growing up being different on purpose. What I learned and how it can be difficult navigating life. I'm no professional, this is not advice, but if it helps you or open your mind up, wonderful. Everybody's experience is different, everybody's path is different. And something to remind yourself, you're doing this for you. You're doing what's best for you. And you tried and done every single thing that you can. But it's okay to just be. It's okay to say you have a family that you don't belong to. You love them, appreciate them, and care deeply about them. But at the end of the day, you cannot be around them. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about making the decision to stay away and love from afar. You got it? Great. Let's get started. Now, how my brain processed being a chosen one. Well, you will be misunderstood. They won't actually know who you are on an internal level, but maybe a surface level. You will be labeled the weird one in the family because of how you operate. You're put in an environment where you were meant to see the patterns of dysfunction, breaking the code to a life that was never going to be yours, seeing the actions and cycles of generations around you and desperately wanting to fix it. You try to heal them, help them see that it's a better way of living, speaking life into them instead of letting them suffer. You see their existence as suffering, but to them, they're just living their life. Someone who forces change. Pattern recognition is a big part of being a chosen one, in my opinion. You are processing the environment around you to scan for things that don't seem right or that doesn't make sense. You are the one that stops the family chain of repeated cycles of poverty, broken homes, everything that seems normal to that family. You are the odd one out because you see that way of living is not normal to you, and you want to find another way of living your life. A chosen one can be a blessing or a curse, as they say. It's awesome at a young age to have a high sense of awareness. You get to be in your own world. You become your own best friend 24/7 and have the privilege to understand yourself. But in return, you have to isolate yourself. You're not close or you don't feel close to your family at all. Being misunderstood is a regular thing. Seeing that your family doesn't really like you, they're just putting up with you because you're part of the family. You may not be close with your siblings or they just won't like you for no reason. You don't really have a family. You're just there, like a piece of furniture. I guess you can call them a host family, in a way, welcoming you as a member of their family for a specific period of time. Provide you with accommodations like room and food. You might go out and experience things as a family and enjoy each other's company. Time will pass by and you will see that you don't belong there. The family served its purpose, whatever that purpose is to the chosen one. Now you will have to go appreciate the time you have with them and know that everything will be okay. Understand that they have the people that they need in their life. You don't have the people that you need in your life. So all the time and energy that you were probably pouring into that family of yours, pour that energy into making the life that you want to live. They might ask you, what have I done to make you do this? Or why are you doing this to me? Simple answer. I'm doing this for me, and I want to explore and live life for me. It's just time for me to leave. Or it's just time for me to leave and create my own family. You don't have to over-explain yourself anymore. And if you're lucky, some will support you and let you know that you can always come home, or if you need anything, I'm here for you. Something else that I notice is a chosen one family can have secret animosity, jealousy, or envy towards you. Purposely doing things to stop you, talking under their breath, or quietly throwing black magic on you just to see what would happen to you. They'll get frustrated that you handle the things that they've thrown at you to get you off balance and sabotage you. How well you maintain yourself when times got tough and didn't give up. Always observing you and seeing what your next move is instead of working on themselves and handling their own business. If you have jealousy or envy towards someone, then you admire something about them. You want something that they have. You can have the same thing that this person has by putting in the work instead of gossiping and talking down on them. It may make that person feel better about themselves for a second, but every time that they see you, your existence is going to remind them that they don't love themselves the way that they say that they do. No discipline for their own future. You already stole your own joy by comparing yourself to a chosen one. Why not turn that ugly hate into something beautiful and great? Just admit that you hate your life and you want better. That's always the first step. Everything else will slowly fall into place. So, since you put yourself first, be ready for your villain arc to begin. The moment you choose you and stop putting their priorities, wants, and needs first in your story, you're a traitor. You don't love them. You don't care about them anymore. How dare you leave them high and dry when they need you the most? Easy. You let go and you release them. Now, that is a process, especially if you're not used to being in your own company or being by yourself. Saying bye to your family is going to hurt. You're either going to not speak or be around them completely, or just distance yourself and have small talk with them. It'll be a high and by situation. Love from a distance if that's easier for you. It's up to you how you want to handle it and live your life. Just know you won't be alone for too long because you get to choose your new family as your new chapter begins. Take it slow. Don't rush this process of grieving. You'll think you're done with them and you go out in the world and get caught up or self-sabotage yourself and happen to need your family because you think you can't deal with the actions you set upon yourself. I say that because I've done that to myself. I had a new path in life and I self-sabotaged because I felt like I wasn't worthy of this new beginning. But I learned that I'd rather go through the motions of my actions and start over again and again and be a better person and be self-sufficient than to go back to something familiar and chaotic to my nervous system. You are only hurting yourself when you go backwards. Out of everything I've done in my life, saying goodbye was the hardest thing. Just know you're doing this out of love and not hate. Understand you don't have hate for your family, depending on you as a person. You may have hate and anger on the inside or in your heart because they never understood you as a child growing up, feeling misunderstood and not feeling loved, just wanting them to see you as you saw yourself. And you have every right to feel that way. As time goes by, you realize you were literally made to be different and not follow the same life as them. So why even be mad? Have gratitude and be grateful for the time that you have with them until you leave. The grief will feel weird, almost like you're not supposed to be doing it, but that's a part of the process. That's probably the bargaining and denial kicking in. You're in shock that you made this decision and trying to figure out a way to make things work out instead of letting go of control and be at peace. Depression will definitely hit hard. You just lost a part of yourself to receive the new you, and now you have to picture your life without the ones you had your entire life. The anger shows up again. You're really pissed that you put the time and effort into wanting them to change and live a better life so they can be on the same path with you. Sometimes people can't always go where we're going, and that's okay. Leave it be. Finally, you're ready to accept that this is your new world. It's quiet. You don't have that many people to talk to or be around. Trust and believe. The familiar that you're used to will dissolve, and peace will be within. It gets better only if you want it to get better. Pulling the rose-colored glasses off and swallowing the hard truth that you may never see your family or speak to them again. I know what to expect when I see them, so why put myself through that pain and strife again? Maybe you don't want to look like a bad guy in the eyes of them or other family members or even complete strangers. But you don't have to prove yourself to anyone when it comes to your life. It's a lonely life sometimes being chosen. Not everyone can be it though. I believe that people are chosen to be examples to other people, to help them out. I had to realize that the family I was in was a way for me to see how my life could turn out if I was to leave or to stay with them. You are never alone, chosen one. You get to choose who is chosen for you now. I hope y'all understand that. I hope y'all understood what I was saying. Hopefully it was smooth. I was trying my hardest to not rush and take my time. That's how I felt, or what I feel like being a chosen one. And where I'm at in my life now, I have to take myself way more serious now. I want to be way more self-sufficient. I want to be able to take care of myself. I know I have to let go of this old me, and that's with my mindset, my behavior. I gotta rewire my brain. Everything has to change now, and I have to sacrifice. And I realize that if I want the life that I want, I gotta do that for myself. But nobody doesn't have to be hurt to get the life that I want. Let me know your point of view of being a chosen one in your own way. I would like to hear your stories and your comments down below. If you like the video, like it, subscribe if you want to know more about me and my point of view of things in my world. Share the video if you feel like someone can relate to this. I love you, my little loners. Kisses. I will see you guys later. Bye.